Someone from the task force might be back there by now.
Oh, yeah. You could be right. Let's cross our fingers and hope someone's there.
Yeah.
I mean, she's too smart for this shit.
What do you mean? No, she knows.
I know.
She's fucking with him.
Yeah.
Well, now it's funny because she wants to see what he's gonna do.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. She's fucking with him. Because he's sweating. He's panicking. When he panics, he's stupid.
Are you sure about that?
Hey, what's up, guys? It's me, Sean. Hit that like and that subscribe if you enjoy the video. And also, if you want to get access to next week's episode, you can hit us up on our Patreon. The link is in the description. And let's get on with our Death Note reactions. Hey, what's up, everybody? It is me, Sean Tank Top, and I am over here at Casa de Tank Top, hanging out with my very good friends, Dustin, Morgan, Drace, over there at the dojo. Drace, how you doing over there, Draces?
Excited to find out what's going on.
What's going on? What's going on?
Yeah, man. I don't know what's happening right now. I don't even know where I am.
I don't know where I am. I don't know who you are. Who are all you people? Why are you here?
Why are you in my house?
I just ate a
Get
handful
out.
of drugs and I'm going crazy.
We can't figure our ass from a hole in the ground over here, but one thing that we do know is that we are doing Death Note. We are on episode 7 right now of this fucking wild show, and one of the most interesting turns in the story that we've had thus far, someone else we think is catching the scent of light, and kind of like on his trail. It is oh god damn, it's the fiance of
Mrs.
the
Girlfriend.
FBI, of the FBI attendant, yeah.
As soon as that started to happen, I was very happy, just because it's like we're just getting like another voice in the story and stuff like that, you know, in a sense, and I was definitely, as far as like developing, like, you know, like another perspective on where somebody's coming from, it, like on top of also just having met L, you know, like, who's a freaky little fucker.
He's a little guy.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, I'm just a little guy. I'm just a little guy, and it's my birthday.
He's a little fella. He is a little fella with big ass fucking black ass eyes. Like, you know what I mean?
He's just seen some shit.
He's perched up. And he doesn't sit. He perches himself. He was perched in that chair and stuff like that. And that was the other thing. That was the other kind of interesting thing. I think the last time we were talking that we started to posit a little bit is like, because I'm getting is L like a Shinigami, like in the making or something like that? Like, is
he
like
turning into a troll? Does he have the one ring, but he's only had it for a week?
I understood that reference.
And then also us finding out that Ryuk has a second book.
Yeah, I got a secret second book, like having a second cell phone.
Yeah.
Ryuk's been like stepping out on light.
Oh, you need it for work. Sure.
Turns out I just had a secret second family that I wasn't telling you about near the airport.
Oh, yeah. Gotta have 2 phones at all times, guys. Oh, you need it for work. Sure.
We've very, very well established a good amount of a lot of the rules. There's still more rules to establish.
There's always more rules.
There's a lot of rules, but like a couple of outlier kind of wild cards have sort of kind of been introduced, and I'm very excited to kind of see like where that ends up going. Do you think that this new gal's gonna be making something happen over there? I know Dustin might know, but what do you think is gonna happen with that, Morgan?
Well, she gave him a fake name, but he saw her face. I feel like she should have used some Carl Havoc type disguise, and that way you'd have a fake face and a fake name.
Could have put on like a witch nose.
She could have put on a witch nose. I feel like she gave away, like she could have gotten this information, but done a little bit of, remember when Jewel went undercover at karaoke?
Yeah.
And it literally worked. She looked good. So find that makeup artist. If she had just done that, she could have been 2 steps ahead of the game, gotten the information, and he would know shit about her.
So basically, I mean, as far as what we know, I mean, like, he just kind of needs to figure out her name. You know what I mean? I'm ready to see it. I'm ready to see it get written in the book. I'm ready to watch it with my eyeballs. You guys want to get some eyes on this thing?
Yes.
Hell yeah. All right. Well, we appreciate you guys hanging out with us as we go through Death Note. If you guys want to get early access to the next episode of Death Note, to episode 8, and whatever crazy bullshit goes down in that episode, and you want to see our reaction before anybody else does, before anybody else in the world, you guys can do that on our Patreon. You can hit us up over at our Patreon. The link's in the top pinned comment or the description below. You click one of those links, takes you over to our Patreon. You can hit us up at the $5 animation tier, our toon tier, a little bit over there, as we've been calling it lately.
I'll solve equations with my right hand and write names with my left. I'll take a
Oh
potato
my
chip
god!
and eat it.
And eat it! That's where you get early access to that and a bunch of other shows that we're covering right now. You also get exclusive podcasts. You get our BVE podcast, which we've been having an absolute ball doing. There's a ton of stuff over there, commentaries, all kinds of shit for a pretty damn fair price. But if you can't do that, you still want to help us out, you can hit us with a like and a subscribe. That shit always helps. It never fucking hurts. We appreciate y'all for hanging out with us. All right, let's fucking see what's going on with this here guy. Say, I didn't know that you could do that with a Death Note. Yeah, or whatever. Say. Oh my god. I'm something of a Shinigami myself.
I just love the typography. Like the logo for this is so good.
Twilight.
Right? It's just
It is.
Twilight.
She's got the apple, you know?
Yeah.
That fucking apple. It's the ASMR
Yeah.
little ending there.
Ooh.
Okay,
Nice.
excuse you.
We can't waste any time. We need to start investigating it right away.
What? Really?
With this child.
So,
In front of Asagao Hill at 11:02 a.m. Bound for Spaceland.
Spaceland.
they were
I want to go to Spaceland.
Spaceland sounds like a good time.
He was gonna go on a date.
He's like, I want to fucking go to Spaceland.
What's so funny to you?
He's laughing. It's like, you don't know her fucking name, you dummy. You tell him, Ryuk. You tell him.
He should. Well, he's giving up the goat. Like, you want to see this kind of go on a little longer and stuff, you know?
If it's all the same, I think I'd like to report it myself. And after talking to you, I've decided that it would be best to do it as soon as possible.
Their whole exchange is so weird. Because, like, she's a pretty good detective and her instincts are really good. And you like,
Go on. Hurry to your death.
Jesus.
Yeah, he's always been a psycho.
No, from the jump, from word one. Like,
Kira will definitely be caught. Don't you think?
nothing.
What's going on?
Yeah, I forgot if there's like some penalty if he does part of it wrong.
No, I think it just doesn't work because you need to have their
Yeah.
face and their
I
name.
don't understand. I've had no problems making people kill themselves in the past. All I
Just
had
like
to
the
do
fact
was
that this woman could be
write
withholding her name is just like blowing this kid's mind right now.
Exactly what I specified. My experiments indicate that in a situation like this, I should be able to control a person's actions.
Okay, he's so smart and he can't be like, hey,
Well,
it's
no, Morgan, it's the hubris of it, you know.
He's reacted the same way every time her name comes up. An alias.
No.
What?
It's Jennifer Garner.
shit, rip her wig off.
If I dressed like that, I'd be announcing to the world that I am Watari.
Fuck is this guy?
Watari.
Who?
Oh, right, the guy that was running. Yes, okay, the dude that was carrying around his shit. Okay,
Oh,
it's just we can see his face now.
I'm here. Gentlemen, these are your new police IDs.
different names. Because he needs the
Yeah.
name.
She was.
Someone from the task force might be back there by now.
Oh, yeah. You could be right. Let's cross our fingers and hope someone's there.
Yeah.
She's too smart for this shit.
What do you mean? No, she knows.
I know,
She's
like-
fucking with him.
Yeah.
Well, now it's funny because she wants to see what he's gonna do.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. She's fucking with him. 'Cause he's sweating. He's panicking. When he panics, he's stupid.
Are you sure about that?
Her purse, her pockets. She's got to have a driver's license or some kind of personal identification on her somewhere. She's a woman after all. I suppose if I had to, I could use force.
Oh my
Oh,
God!
no.
Just make a scene in public.
Do you still have business at the police station then? I'd like to go there by myself, if you don't mind.
Creeping me out, kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're just like you're not even talking to me. You're walking behind me the whole time. Like,
Why did you give us fake IDs?
Why?
Why?
Remember, anytime you're in a situation where you have to give out your name to a stranger, make sure to use the name from your fake ID. Understood?
Yeah, dummies.
Also, like, you got a fake
Be
ID.
careful
That's
not
cool
to
as
take them
fuck.
out
Like,
while
you
in
just
the
use
presence
that
of other
shit.
police
You know what I mean?
officers.
Like,
I'm sure.
This will allow Ryozaki to monitor your whereabouts. And when you press the buckle twice like this,
It's a
my
life
cell phone
alert.
will ring,
All right, there we
displaying
go.
your name.
Help, I'm
And
falling
I'll
and I
call you
can't
back
get
in
up.
the
Yeah, I was about to- yeah, I was
see
about
my
to
number
say.
displayed. In the morning, all of
like
you
one of
will
the
go
one
to
of the
police
guys, like, he
station
doesn't,
as
you know,
usual.
he doesn't have a
Then
partner or
later
anything
on in
like
the
that. He just
day,
rings him. He goes like,
you'll
"No, I
use
was just
this method
lonely."
to-
This is not the time to be fooling around. Knock it off.
Yes, sir.
I bet.
Thank you so much for everything you've done, like.
All right.
Oh, what you doing?
Gonna seduce
me.
her.
Yes?
You'll never be able to talk to someone directly from the task force because the police simply won't allow it.
If this is supposed to be a secret, then how do you know so much?
Guess I spoke too soon, sheesh.
Yeah.
Right.
It's because I'm actually a member of the task force.
As
Sorry,
child.
you're telling me that you're.
Many detectives had quit fearing for their lives, and so, despite the fact that I'm a high school student, he brought me on board to help out with the investigation. All are highly skilled, well-respected, and above all, trustworthy.
Now I don't even really know why he's laughing.
know why
It's
he's
like,
laughing,
but I love it. You know what I mean? Like, he's just so thrilled by this.
Thanks for
It's like I just told you, they won't let you talk to anyone.
Then why are
I
you
know,
freaking
but
out?
I was hoping I.
It's literally impossible to meet Elle. This is pointless.
Listen, kid, I don't know who the fuck you are.
Yep, and you're
You may
actually
be right,
kind
but
of
I think there's a
crazy.
chance that he might remember who I am. You see, I worked under him in
Oh,
a case in the
shit.
U.S. about 2 years ago.
Okay.
Interesting.
Are
So
you
maybe you
serious?
don't want to
You
kill her
worked
because
under
you want to use her to find out
Yes,
who he
I didn't
is.
tell you this, but I'll be honest with you.
Hmm.
It's because you remind me of Elle. There's something about you that's just
They're
like
the
Elle.
same fucking guy. Like,
Will you investigate this case with me?
Huh?
I want you to come work with us as part of the task force. We could use your help.
Oh God, this
As I'm sure
child.
you know, not just you're more talented than most of the detectives currently on the task force, and Elle obviously trusted you in the past. It wouldn't be that difficult for you to join. All
It's
you
like,
need is
okay,
some
well, I'll
valid
get that
identification, a
information from
recommendation
Elle.
a current task force
Please let me investigate this case with you.
Why is he laughing? What's going on? Maybe she has the other book.
This red.
I just need to see some form of identification before I proceed.
Oh. So will a Japanese driver's license do the trick then?
Sure.
Come on.
I was gonna say I need a shower.
I made it in time.
She really gonna kill her?
If you don't mind my asking, why do you keep checking your watch?
Because I'm Kira.
Did he just get her?
Did he get her? Or fake ID because she's smart.
Yeah.
Or not. Or she's not smart.
Come on.
And she gave her ID to this dumb kid.
Give her ID
damn it.
back.
Or she's pretending to kill herself.
What does she?
She's worked with Elle before. Feel like
My father's cell phone might be available now. Do you want to see if you can talk to him?
I think
No,
this might be
thank
she's
you.
gonna
I don't think so.
disappear. You think that she's dead.
It will be it will be a blight on the show if this is if he just bested her in this way. Like the show could be way more.
Where'd she find the gallows?
Literally,
She outside the Capitol.
I found myself an old timey like noose.
No, she found
She's
herself.
there on January 6th?
Yeah, she went outside the Capitol.
Went to the Capitol, right? Like,
They built one
I've
for
always
her.
I've always wanted to stop the steal.
Oh, I'm
you know,
sorry,
like-
Miss. This one's for Miss
It's
Pelosi.
for Pence.
Yeah, yeah.
That
It's
one
like,
was
well, no,
for
no, no,
Oh, that
no, no.
was
no.
for
Okay,
Pence.
for it's like I just as long as can I be on it after Mike Pence and then Pelosi and then Chuck Schumer and then me, you know, and then it'll be fine. You know what I mean? Like or whatever.
I think
What do you think, Mo? What do you
the
got?
genius thing, the 5D chess, is that she's got him to admit that he's Kira. Now she has to prove that he's Kira.
Right.
By killing herself?
Because she knew everyone in that city knows that Kira needs a name and a face. And so she played the cat and mouse and then finally gave him her real name
Does everybody in the city know, or does everybody in the task force know?
because it was on TV.
Okay.
Because El's stupid, to me, he's stupid where he was like...
Wait, was that on the fake broadcast
on the fake broadcast. He was like,
Okay.
well, I knew you needed a face and a name.
Right.
Totally
Okay.
said that. And I'm like, El, don't tip your hand. Just gather the information and shut the fuck up. But he always has to like explain how smart, all these characters need to explain how smart they are, and that's their downfall. Where I'm like,
no, like this is just call this hubris the show.
yeah, because I'm like with El, even with his first move,
fucking hubris.
It seems super smart, and you're like, whoa, he's so smart. But then he's also blabbing why he's doing the things and how he's doing them, and I'm like, dude, just do the things you do and shut the fuck up.
It'll be interesting. I mean, like, here's the other thing. She could definitely go out of the story. She could jettison from this story. Come back, you know, come back into it, because like she lives in America, like, you know what I mean, like she could just leave. There's gonna be no real way, you know, and he's counting on this death, like not that people not finding her and shit like that, you know what I mean, like,
yeah.
And I'm sure that whatever
She's an FBI agent. She got contacts. She can go into hiding, go underground. Now she's dangerous. Now she's gonna figure out the way to prove, so she knows it's him. She just gotta prove it.
I'll say this, if they don't pick something up like that, that is a blight on this show.
Yeah, just like, oh, this lady just,
you know,
fucking high school student who's telling me he's totally works for...
Who's literally just like, wait, you're asking me for identification, but I don't have to see any of your identification?
Right?
Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't have to see, like, you're just a part of the town.
I mean, she is FBI, so, you know, who knows?
It was a fun, like, kind of, where is this gonna go? Is she gonna give it up to, like, when she's handing it over, I was like, you know, like, I was definitely in it, and I was just kind of worried. I just hope that it's not as simple as all that. I you know what I mean? Like,
this type of show, nah, she's secret. She's Ellen in a wig.
It would be foolhardy. It would be foolhardy to L spelled ELLE. Like, you know what I mean? Like, that's how she does it. Like,
Eleanor.
It would be foolhardy to have, like, to imbue, like, a lot of I don't know, let's say like you know, like a lot of motivation and backstory and stuff like that for this person just to die and to kind of jettison themselves from the story.
Unless they're like, this is how fucking smart Light is. He's so fucking
I think that's what they were going for. Unfortunately,
oh, you think she's dead?
I think she's dead.
Really?
I haven't. I stopped reading. I'm like 2/3 of the way through, something like that, of the manga. So I actually don't know if she comes back or not. But it bothered me when reading it too, where I'm like,
because I'm like, okay, we're positing that this is a smart character.
Yeah, she had really good instincts.
Dumb
and she was like,
but if she's dumb as fuck, like a fox.
I don't know. This doesn't seem. This show is smart, but also I think it's trying to prove how smart Light is by doing this, and I think it's just kind of a shitty version of that.
Yeah, because I'm like, she's not formidable if she's making these dumbass decisions. Like, a literal high school student is just telling you shit, and you're not checking up on it.
She doesn't even know. She even said it towards the very end. She was like, you claim to be the son of the lead detective. Like, you claim, and I have no reason as a fucking member of the federal BI to know that is indeed the case. Yeah, well, we'll see. I mean, like, I hope that she comes back in some sense.
It was one of kind of the like, this is weak. Like, they started her off having really good instincts, and she was just like, Ray, what are you doing? And then she's like, you let him know what your idea was, and then she kind of figured it all out. And it's like, clearly, like, if she was smart enough to work with Elle before, this fucking kid is not that smooth of a talker. Everything about that whole interaction was so creepy.
Is hanging back several feet behind her,
So
not
creepy.
saying anything.
Yeah.
And granted, it's a little bit of. I imagine it's a touch of anime time. But even like, if you're talking to, like, imagine Dustin. Imagine that I'm talking to you, and then we're walking along, and we've never met each other before, and then we kind of get done saying something. It's kind of like an important conversation, and then I just fall back about
to like stare at your ass.
And
she did wear those jeans.
Woman in pants.
Wow.
It's a woman in pants.
Woman in
Well, I
pants.
never.
A warmer. Like but yeah, like, and then just like not say anything for at least 15 seconds. Like, unless you're like looking at your phone or like tying your shoe, I'm like, you would turn, you're like, what the fuck are you doing back there? Like, I don't know. Like, it was just, it was just like a little, but we don't know. It remains to be
You know
seen.
what? I'm going to give the show the benefit of the doubt. I think this is she's going underground.
Yeah.
Going underground.
Okay.
It'd be
Because he
sick if they
doesn't
did-
see her. He said it himself. He doesn't see her die.
He wanted to, though.
But then also, like, the only problem is that she doesn't know what he wrote down. So how did she know how to like fake it like that? So okay, maybe that's a little.
That's what I'm saying.
That's the hit against it is like she wouldn't know what he wrote. She wouldn't know.
She didn't know what time. I mean, maybe like that.
But he did just say,
like,
"I am Kira," so maybe she's like, "Okay, this is my cue to act weird and walk away."
Right. And,
No.
and if you were really thinking about it, you'd be like, why are you checking your watch all the time? And he goes like, because I'm Kira. He gives up the goat. And then kinda
she's
looks back
like,
at his watch again. And you're like, okay, he's done something. Like, I'm just going to try. I'm also like, you're sort of in shock. I'm just going to walk away and try to, because I don't know exactly how this works or whatever. This magic, this magic ballyhoo that we got going on over here. And so it's like, you could, she's like, maybe she's like, I have to walk away and like not, like I'm just gonna get out of here, possibly. Like it's like, oh, he's probably sending me to go do something. He's sending me to go die or something like that. You know what I mean? And maybe and so it could conceivably, you could at least be like, oh, okay, cool. He set me up, so I'm gonna walk out of here. So yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's possible. I mean, like, it's possible. Probable, maybe not, but it's a possibility. You know what I mean? Like, and so, I don't know. It'd be fun if they...
if nothing comes of this, then it's just dumb as fuck. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's kind of
No, I agree. I agree. And things can be fun and good, and the show that we are literally...
I think what Ryuk was laughing at, if it is just what it looked like, then Ryuk was laughing the whole time because this episode's dumb as fuck. And I'm right there with him. That's why he's still the most perfect baby boy.
Right, yeah, he's just like, well, no, yeah, no, he's fabulous. Like, he can do no wrong. You know what I mean? Like,
he's the only one. He's only like cackling his ass off at this episode. He's like, this episode sucks. Ah!
There was a couple elements of that. There was also like, like the cops are like fake aliases. And it's like,
that was so stupid. Like, okay, I'd be like, all right, number one, every single fucking one of you motherfuckers is fired.
Yeah, dumbass.
Like, because day one, honestly, any person I interview on the street would understand why you would have an alias, because I literally went on television and explained how this fucking works. So every single one of you fucking dumbasses is fired.
Ooh, a belt.
Never has whether I think that this episode was good or bad hinged on a plot point. Like, if she just goes and kills herself and this is just done, like if she leaves, this episode was fun.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? If she just goes and dies and fucks off and dies, it's stupid as shit.
She's going underground and she pops up later as a fucking crazy reveal, then that's cool. That's nicely done.
Dustin shaking his head.
It's like, no, it's just dumb as fuck. Okay.
I think it's just dumb.
Fuck.
No, and it could be, and
dumb as those detectives.
and things
That's
that
what
are
I
cool, and things that are cool that you like, that you have a tremendous amount of affection for, can be dumb as fuck. Like, they can be. We're fans of Game of Thrones. Ain't nobody think that that some of the dumbest elements of how that show assembled itself, no one knows that more saliently than we do. Sure. You know what I mean? But we still enjoy it and we still like it and shit like that.
Light does need the bad pussy.
He does.
Oh my god! I mean,
he almost got some.
Everybody
bad
wants
pussy
it. Everybody wants it. But what's that?
Like when he was like, "Oh, she is a woman. I can get it somehow." Like, it almost got real rapey there.
Yeah,
for a
that
minute.
was not fun.
Well, I think it was. Yeah, there was that, and then it was also like I didn't take it as like a.
I don't think it'd be a sexual
no, it
assault,
wasn't gonna be.
But I think it was more like he could like overpower.
But
her.
that's still like.
You know, just like nobody.
Oh yeah.
No.
Well, it's just, but it's also funny. It's also funny because it's like this very high-minded, I'm going to be the god of this world, you know, type of plans that he has for himself, and he's just like
punching ladies.
He's just like a common somebody that he would execute himself.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's kind of where and that's you know, and maybe that's like an interesting bit of subtext that they're trying to bring up with this. Again, I don't believe that we're supposed to be in this guy's corner. And if you are, stay away from me.
I think we're supposed to be in L's corner, but that guy sucks too.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like, I don't know if he sucks. I think that we're just, I think that his theatricality is very strange.
He needs to fucking stop telling all the information. He just needs to do it in silence and then tip the domino, and then when everything happens, and then go have a fucking falafel and explain your genius plan after it's done.
That's and that's how AOT would do shit too, like where they would reveal like they would like, you know, or the one cool way that they would fuck with time is that like they would throw you into the plan, and then as the plan is being enacted, do flashbacks showing them planning it.
Yeah, so
and
you know
which I
why
think
they're
is a
doing
fun
it.
way, which is a fun way to stack exposition into a dramatic scene or an action-packed scene or something like that. You know, so like, yeah. So I don't know. I mean, again, it very well could just be a big pile of bullshit. Like, or it could be. Like, it could be an interesting story element that comes back. We don't know. The only way we're going to know is if we get some eyeballs on the rest of the show. You guys want to keep going?
Yeah, I can't wait
Hell
to see
yeah.
Ryuk just fucking eat Light's eyeballs out of his skull.
Like apples?
Yeah, like apples, like so many ripe apples.
Yep.
Sure,
I like them apples.
totally. That's the other thing. I think that's that whole thing. No, the only motherfucker who like actually kind of keeps his cards even remotely close to his chest is Ryuk.
Ryuk is the MVP. He's a sweet baby boy.
He's the best one.
He's
Absolutely.
a perfect angel.
Yeah.
Never done nothing wrong in
Never
his
done
entire
nothing wrong to
life.
nobody. Absolutely.
No.
So stoked to see where this thing keeps going. We'll definitely like wherever this thing is going, and I'm pretty excited to check it out. So we hope that you guys are having a good time going through Deathnote with us. If you guys want to get your eyeballs on, if you want to get your eyeballs, not eating out, but if you want to get your eyeballs on the next episode.
What did you just say?
Not eating out, like what he just you just said that he wanted Ryu to eat his eyeballs out of his head like an apple. I'm quoting you, fuckhead. What are you talking about?
Like eaten out. I didn't say the phrase.
If you guys want to get some eyes on the next episode, on episode 8 of Deathnote, if you guys want to check that out, that is available to you right now. It's available to our patrons right now, and it can be available to you as well if you become a part of our Patreon. If you head on over, hit us up at the $5 animation tier. It's kind of what we've been calling it. We got links to that. That's in the top pinned comment or the description below.
What the hell?
Oh, dude, nice. We're talking about apples. There we
he's
go.
pretending to be normal. He's...
I have to find the cameras.
He's sitting over there just like Tyrone Bigham's like, y'all got any of those? You guys got any more of those apples over there? Click either one of those. Takes you over to our Patreon. You pony up $5 and that gets you early access to all of our animation coverage on that tier, plus a bunch of other stuff. Commentary tracks, a really awesome exclusive podcast we've been running, BVE, tons of stuff over there for a pretty damn fair price. We hope that you guys consider doing that, but if you can't do that and you still want to help us out, you can hit us with a like and a subscribe. That shit always helps. It never hurts. We appreciate y'all for hanging out with us, and we will check y'all later.